everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Author series. I think it has been a while. I am back with another author, which is Mayank. So, Mayank is an author and a banker. So, thank you, Mayank, for being here. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Laksha. Thank you so much for having me here, actually.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, Mayank. Again, thank you very much. So, before beginning, Mayank, why don't you introduce yourself, about your work, about your book, and everything? That would be wonderful.
Okay, so I'm basically a banker by work, and I'm here because of this writing. So yes, I am have penned down some books. My first novel was The Forbidden Line. It was a more or less, a romantic social drama, and then I penned down some ebooks, Unforgettable Love, and then I was part of some anthologies in poems and short stories. So this is my journey all along. So this
Okay.
is how I initially did. So I was just saying that I never actually, never planned this thing up. So what I have to do or what don't have to do. I just want to be an author when I grow up. There was nothing like that. It was just, more of a momentum thing which went on going. So I was very much contented with my life, writing in my secret diary all those poems and short stories and articles. And I was very much happy with that. I never felt like sharing it to the world and everything. But one fine day, some people suggested me to start a blog. And starting a blog is a very safe thing. Not everybody reads a blog. So if you're gonna read it, they'll know me. And if they read it and they don't then like me, so they were anyway not going to know who I was. So it was a safe path for me to start with. But thankfully, things turned out well. I started blogging, received a good responses. So I was then again very much contented that I was blogging. I'm getting appreciations. I won some, awards for that. So I was very much contented. But then when I started reading Jhumpa Lahiri and Khalid Hosseini, the two of my favorite authors, I really felt like writing. That it was that time actually, I guess, when I was reading Namesake. Then I thought that I should pen down a novel, a big long story, not just a short stories of 1 or 2 pages. So that's how it actually started.
Okay. Great. Great. Thank you for sharing that. So, of course, you were telling about how you got started a blog and then went into writing. And what were the
Right.
basic stuff, and what were the problems you got to know and understand when you wanted to write or start writing?
Okay, so writing a blog was much simpler. You get a format in a doc format, you copy paste it, or you upload it in simply WordPress or Blogspot, and you publish it. That's it. But writing a novel, it's a whole lot of a journey. First, you have to figure out what your storyline is. You have to work on every single character, on how they look, what they think, what their mental state is all about. Then even if you're done with that, I think there's a number of writing, rewriting, editing. It's a long thing. And for personally, for me, I'll tell you, there are two types of writer actually who tends to write very fast and finish their book. And I am that the second one who takes his own time to grow with the character, and maybe because of other stuff. So I am a very slow writer actually. So my first book also took me around 1.5 years actually to. But when I finished that story, that editing thing came up. I referred some of the publishers. So every publisher has some different set of guidelines for submission. Some want the sample story, some want the entire manuscript, and that's how it works. And even if the editor likes it, they send it to the sales team. Then the sales team will think that who would be the target audience for that. So it's a whole lot of chain. It is not as simple as getting a blog publishing.
Yeah.
So, and plus you have to be dependent on some other person, that we send manuscript to multiple of publishers and one or two of them agrees to publish it in their terms and conditions. And in blogs, you are the master of your own. So these two things are completely different actually.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for sharing that also. So did you know the process of writing? Were you aware about how to write and how to do
I
all
was
the stuff?
learning. I
Yeah.
was learning at the same time when I was writing
Okay.
the novel actually. So it was a parallel journey for me. I was writing a novel side by side. I was trying to figure out how this publishing goes on to work in. So I was completely new. I didn't know anybody in this field, so there were lots of googling around and lots of website check-in, lots of mails to multiple authors. Hey, can you help me with that and everything? Someone helped, someone ignored. So this is how it went on actually.
Okay, okay. And did you face rejections from
Ah,
the, yeah, go ahead.
that's a touchy topic. I'm telling you, I faced a lot of rejections really, and I think there's nothing bad about it. It's a part. If even if you pick a novel which is national, international bestseller, sold a million of copies, even they have been rejected multiple
Yeah,
times. So there's no shame on it, and
yeah,
I'm fine with it. Actually, this gives you a real picture of how your work is, because they are the katadas of all these things, so they are the better ones to tell you how their stuff is, and you get more and more in time to sharpen your skill and to enhance your story.
yeah.
So it's a good thing, I think.
And
But initially it was painful. I still remember my first session. That hurt.
yeah, it did. Yeah, it does. It a lot of time. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I faced
It
it
does.
a lot
It does.
too. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I do agree upon that point too. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for sharing that also. And this sometimes what happens ki, the your story, you think your story is good. Of course, what you write and what you do is always what you love, because you have done it. The hard work went in
Right.
it. You understand what you have done in it. But when you go and show, for example, you would have shown it to a publisher and he has said ki acha hai, but the audience, I think, will not come, and we don't have the audience, so we don't wish to do anything. uh, then how does a person can ask to that publisher to listen and try to understand how to making convince to publish your book and become a publisher for your book? How to do that, how to master that skill?
Right. Like, to answer your first point, that as an author, everybody loves his own story. To put it in a Hindi phrase, देखो अपना बच्चा सबको अच्छा लगता है,
अच्छा लगता है.
right? So even if you have a lot of loopholes, a lot of loose ends in your story, you are gonna love that story because you made that one,
Yeah,
right? But editors are a neutral party. uh, but it doesn't exactly happen like that. I'll tell you, when you send a manuscript to a publisher, once they reject it, they will give you a brief jargons about why they did not like it and everything. But at that point of point, there's a very little interaction between the editor and the author on how you can improve that skill. So it's you who gonna work it on again, read it, rewrite it, and everything. Uh, People should go for an editors. I'll tell you, many people try to save their money in this, but try to hire a freelancer who is going to edit your story, who is going to advise you on before you send it to the publisher. That would be the smart move, because in an author, because you are, if you want to be an author and you are sending a manuscript with lots of punctuation error, grammar error, so your case is gone anyway in the front of editors. No matter how good your story is, if you don't know how to write a correct grammar or punctuation and everything, there's no scope for you. So you have to work on that first.
okay, okay.
मन की बात अच्छी होती है, बट जबान से जो निकले वो बेटर है.
Better, true, true. Yeah. And how was the stuff with this key, what's your thought on getting, did you have this thought of self-publishing yourself, or key, I self-publish my book or something? How does the author think, the people who write books see self-publishing as, and what's your thought on the self-publishing stuff? Yeah.
When I was new to this, I always think traditional publishing is the way to go. There are big authors who are published in the big publishing house, so everything. But now, when I look in the market, there's a great scope of self-publishing form. Uh, People are very much experimental with their readings. They are not judging the book with the publishing house. Rather, they are going for the story, reading the jacket of the cover. So I don't think now, at present point, that a big publishing house is very crucial. No matter, they are, even Penguin, HarperCollins are publishing lots of books you may not have heard about. So that's how it goes. A good story will always bring you sales and good appreciations, no matter what publishing house you are with.
Hmm.
So, and always, self publishing involves money, right? I like to put this point: when you want to write, when you want to establish yourself as an author, you gotta invest on this. You have to invest on this. Treat it like a venture. Treat it like a business. So in a business, you have to invest before you earn.
Uh,
So you have to invest in marketing, the PR, the editors, in everything. In a good book cover, everything. It makes a lot of difference. So I would suggest everybody to spend on marketing on your work before getting it published, because जब तक आप देंगे नहीं अपने को कुछ वापस नहीं मिलेगा. So first you have to give something into it.
okay, okay.
So that is what I think.
Hmm. Hmm. And what are your learnings, key learnings you think, which you learned through the process, in the time going and in writing and then publishing? What was the major learnings you learned through, being a blogger and a banker and then writing a book, getting it published, going through a lot of stuff and doing a lot of stuff? What was your major learning in that?
There's one important learning in this whole journey of writing is to have patience. Be patient when you are writing it. Be patient when you are waiting for it to get published. Even your manuscript is selected, again, be patient when it gets out on the print and get in the market. So patience is everything. Don't lose your mind. Don't lose your hope. That is all I can say. And be open. Be open. Take rejections in a positive way, and be patient. That's it. I
Okay.
think patience is something I really learned in this process.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And okay, yeah, great. I think patience is important part of everything. Whatever you do, any profession you have or any
Everything.
dream, yeah, patience does become an important point in it. And yeah, that's also important. And last question to you, Mayank, for today's session, I would like to ask you is, what would be your advice to anybody who wish to aspire and become an author?
Read a lot. Read a lot of stuff before you try to pen down a novel. Uh, Mostly the kind of stuff you want to write, read those kind of novel. And I'm not just talking about 5, 10 novels. I'm talking about 50, 100 of novels. You get to learn the gist, the writing style, and everything, how to present a story, the type of narration, everything is very, very important. So don't just rush into it or jump into it. Read a lot, and when you're done writing, rewrite it again, I will suggest. So it is a never ending process. So read a lot of books and rewrite your stories. This is the two things I want to suggest to every author
Okay.
who want to become an author or still in this phase.
Okay, okay, great. So, thank you very much, Mayank, for being here. It was my pleasure. I think a short session, which a lot of things to grab and learn from. Really grateful to you for joining me in. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
My pleasure, Mayank.